Hey, what's going on, fam?
Hey guys.
Welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back.
Like we always say, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I'm just going to get the little spin around right there. Hit the like and comment if you will. Today we had a busy day.
Very busy day.
We left out at about 9:30 this morning. It is 6:16 right now in the afternoon. So it's about a 8.5 hour day. Our original intention was to go out there and just look around Bridgeland. We heard about Bridgeland being one of these housing communities that's building a lot of new housing areas. You know, Peggy and I are constantly on the search, and we drove by Bridgeland the other day just going to Katy, and it looked really nice.
Yes, it did.
So we said, you know what, it got nothing going on today, let's go check it out. And so first thing we did was we went out to the Bridgeland Welcome Center. It's next to a lake, nice, well laid out, good first impression kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And they give us all these maps to areas all around that they control, Parkland and a few others. But I made a rookie error. Now, Peggy and I
I will call it a faux pas.
A faux pas?
Yes, a big faux pas.
Okay, it's called a big faux pas. Peggy and I have been house shopping several times before, and you would think that it would have got to my thick skull by now that you don't go look at the $1.3 million house first.
Like, who does that? So what happened was, in the Welcome Center, she gave him like a pamphlet for all 4 communities.
Yeah.
Like within, what is it called, Bridgeland?
Within Bridgeland,
so
yes.
in these different 4 communities, they're building up. So, you know, like one is moderate, one is halfway, and then the other one is like luxurious, right?
They're all pretty. They all look really nice. I was very happy.
Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Let me tell you something. Because when we drove by the house, I was like, "You sure we can afford to live here?" And his response was,
"Okay." She
told us, "Yes, we could afford to live here." And I'm like, "Donald, these houses have to be like 6,000 square feet. Are you sure we can afford to live here? Because I know what our budget is, right?" He was like, "Oh, we can afford to live here. Texas houses are cheap. You ain't even got to worry about it." I was like, "Donald." I was like, don't get me all riled up and I can't live here.
That's where the faux pas came in.
And he was like, "She told me we could live here, right?" So I was like, "Well, I need to go to the bathroom." I was like, "I wonder if they will let me run in one of these model houses and go to the bathroom." And he was like, "Let's pull up to this one." And when I tell you it was nice.
Nice ain't the word for it.
Okay, so we went in, and Donald went to talk to the guy, and he told him what our cap was. He was like, "Yep, it's a bathroom back there." No more
He
conversation.
didn't give me a pamphlet.
No more conversation.
He didn't give me a pamphlet or anything.
No, because we couldn't afford to live there. But when you walk through the house, you could understand why.
Let me go ahead and show y'all right here what the house looked like, and then we'll come back and talk about what happened after that.
Yeah. Let's talk. when I walked in the house, I was like, yeah, we can't afford to live here. So I was shut down at that point. I was just like, I know we can't afford this house, because the house was like 6,000 square. I promise you it was 6,000 square.
It had to have 20-foot ceilings.
Yeah.
The kitchen had to be about 700 square feet.
Yeah, the kitchen is bigger than this whole apartment.
They had a pool in the back with waterfalls.
Well, you showed that part.
Yeah,
right?
I showed it all and everything.
So we go to the car and I'm a little sad. Because I'm just like, wow.
Don't show me the cake. Don't show me the cake and
Listen.
take it away, kind of thing.
And so then we went to the part that we could afford.
Yes.
Right? And when I went in, I was just like,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
So
You can't tell me I can have something and then I can't, and then you show me, now this is what you really want.
No.
Like, it was bad. It was bad. My feelings was hurt.
So we had this range with a good little space there. We got a pretty decent range that's comparable to the housing market
So
here
we
in Houston.
thought.
So the second house we looked at was at the bottom of the range, and there was sadness. There was melancholy. There was distraught feelings. So we did a quick little walk around, and we thanked the person for their time.
He was a really nice,
Really good guy.
He didn't do us like the first guy. The first guy
Yeah.
was like, yeah, go to the bathroom. Because I guess he say, y'all ain't, I'm not going to get no commission. We don't even have nothing to talk about. And that's cool. So then we went to the in-between. Because
Yes.
again, you have the basic, then you have the moderate, and then you have the luxury.
Yeah.
Right? So we went to the moderate.
Yes.
I think everybody went to the moderate because it was
A lot of people were coming to go see
really
that
full.
house. Yes.
And the building manager, the guy that actually builds the house, he
Yeah.
was there. He was telling us all the great things, and I was like, yeah, but I want to live over there.
If we hadn't seen that first house first, we probably would have been pretty excited about it.
So we know what our budget is, and we have to just get in where we fit in.
We're not looking
because
at the $1.3 million
I cannot
houses
believe.
anymore.
Listen, I wish, like, I drove down the street and recorded every house. I was just like, there is
I've never
no
seen a
way.
neighborhood like that.
There is no way we could afford to live it. But the thing is, it's a gated community, and they have the gates open. Normally,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to get in, but they're building there, so people are coming in and out.
Yeah.
And the HOA fees were pretty good because they're only $1,300 for the year. It doesn't matter which community you're
Yeah.
in, which I thought was really
It ranges
odd.
between $1,200 and $1,400 depending on which community
Yeah.
you're in.
Yeah.
So what I didn't realize was each individual community was even more subdivided into smaller little housing areas. And this particular housing area was built by a person who does custom homes. It's like Sheldon Lake or Sheldon something. I'm gonna put the name right across here.
Yeah.
But if you ever get a chance, if you're in the Cypress, Texas area and you want to see some incredible homes, just swing by there. It really
Not
is
if you're
impressive.
looking to buy.
Not if you're looking to buy. If you're looking to buy, stay as far away from there as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but
It was nice. Like I mean, that very first house just did it for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, what do we need to do to move here? Because I want to do that. But anyway, we have to. Because you know, sometimes when you get with a real estate agent, they show you way more. So if I tell you I want a house that costs $250,000, you're just throwing a number out. Don't show me a $500,000 house because you feel I can afford it.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Exactly.
I told you I want $250,000, but you're going to show me. That's why we need to find somebody that is really going to work with us and do what we ask. Now it doesn't hurt to go up a little, because sometimes you know you can say, well, if you're willing to pay $250,000, I know you're willing to pay $265,000 or $275,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you could do that. Like I would want you to do that, but don't take me from $250,000 to $5,000 if I can't afford the $5,000. Is what I was saying. And so we're gonna find the person that we're looking for, but we're going to bring you guys along the house buying process. We're a little early, so we got a little time. They were having problems with electricity down there anyway, and they don't even know when they're going to be able to start building houses again. So they had all these generators outside. They were the biggest generators I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And they had them outside, and they were running them so that people could come in and see the house and stuff. And I just want to say, Texas is hot.
Oh my God.
And so I'm gonna back up and say that the young lady who told me that Vegas was nothing compared to Houston, ma'am,
We thought she was joking.
We
I was like, she don't know what she talking about.
Because I was hot in Vegas. Like I was angry hot during the day, but in the evening I felt better, right? Texas,
It's sweltering. The word is sweltering. It was only 96 degrees today.
It felt like 115.
If you walk 96 degrees with 90-something% humidity, and for some reason it was just hung on you, it clung to you.
Yeah.
So, and we're not even, they said you're not even in the worst part yet. They said give it another
August
month.
is the hottest month.
Yeah, they said end of July, early August. Yeah, give it another month, y'all. New people.
Well, hopefully our RV will be out of the shop and we can be somewhere else.
Maybe we can do some, do a little traveling in August.
Because that's the goal. That's the goal.
Yeah.
That we're praying and hoping that we get our RV out in the next 3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
So that we can start heading in a cooler climate.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna say something else about the whole Bridgeland community. It's one of those newly built communities and stuff, and they really do like a master plan about how they want the community to come around. So I was very much enjoying it. One of the concerns I had was, of course, flooding, and they was talking about how Hurricane Harvey came through a couple years ago and dumped 50 inches of rain in like 5 days. And they had no flooding because the lakes that we saw were like man-made lakes with pumps and everything. So they got a pretty good control. That made me feel really good about it. Yeah. Another thing about the community that I really liked was there was walking and biking paths everywhere. And parks, and just I love this new word I adapted when we was apartment hunting: walkability. This place has the most walkability, and a matter of fact, I took DJ out for a little walk through a little bit of the path. So right now, before we go any further, let's go and do a little couple minutes with DJ. Oregano. Hey, what's going on, fam? So we are done house hunting for today. Right now we're here at a Home Depot out here in Cypress, Texas. So this looks like a perfect opportunity for another edition of Waiting in the Truck for Peggy. I don't know if you can see him, but we got DJ back there and Cameron. Cameron, can you say hey? Do a little quick little wave. There you go. Cameron back there hanging out doing the whole phone thing. I have a couple rants today. I know one rant and maybe one little discussion. I feel like I'm turning old. You know, my dad used to do all these little things. Man, I remember back in my day, you used to get this and you used to get that or whatever else it was. And I used to just sit there just like, oh my goodness, here we go with this stuff. Your day was not better than today, Dad. And now here I am saying that my day is better than today. Got new phones. Got, for all the iPhone people in the family, Peggy and Trey and Cameron, everybody got new phones while they were down here last week. And I just realized something today. Somebody left a little iPhone box. Now, when you used to get an iPhone, it used to be a really big deal. Even I was like into this whole big deal. You had to open the box. It seemed so vacuum packed, trying to get that little box, the two box halves apart. And then you had to peel that little thin sheet of plastic adhesive to the front screen. That was like a big deal. And then the box came with all these extra little accessories, like maybe a headphone and the charger cable and the charging block. All their phones came with was charging cables. You don't get a charging block no more. And this is not the kind of charging block you can get for like $7 at Five and Below or something, or $6 at Five and Below. Nah, this is the USB-C type, super fast charging blocks for the cable that they give you. So I'm supposed to go out there, after I done bought everybody a new phone, I'm supposed to go out there and buy charging blocks? No. I don't know. Now, I haven't bought a new Samsung in a couple years, so I don't really know what the rule is. But if that's a new standard, I'm bothered by that. So now they're using old style Apple phones, old Apple chargers or whatever else it is, and a regular USB charger block. And they just got to make do because your boy is cheap. That's my rant on that. Fix that, Apple. Why is the box still thick? If it only comes with a little thin old charging cable, why is the box still 3 inches thick? They don't want you to feel like you're getting less? Fix it. Now for my discussion. This is a discussion I heard somebody have on Instagram the other day. This guy was at a McDonald's with his kids, I think it was with his daughter, and they were doing interviews with people to work there. And he said there was a young man there going through the whole interview process at McDonald's. He had a dress shirt and a tie. Spoke clearly, sounded like he was an intelligent person. Just seemed like, okay, this is a young man who was raised right. And he overheard the young man tell the manager, I guess the manager's getting ready to hire him. He was like, well, I can only work, I'm still in high school. He's still in high school, 16 years old. He said, I can only work Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday because he has something at school on Monday and Thursday and he has church on Sunday. And he asked the manager, would that be a problem? The manager said, well, if we put you on the schedule, you got to come in, so I don't know what to tell you. And the young man nodded, stood up, shook his hand and walked out. So after the young man walked out, the manager went up to the guy who overheard the conversation and said, young people today, they just don't want to work. That was a young man I felt like who wanted to work, but he had his priorities straight. And that manager, this is my opinion, that manager was somebody who he just wanted somebody who's willing to sacrifice everything for their $12 an hour job. That should not be expected. But hey, I'm pretty sure that young man's gonna find some gainful employment somewhere, and he's gonna be just fine. And that manager gonna be doing that managing stuff for who knows how long. That's just, like I said, I got nothing, no questions about it. Just how do y'all feel about it? Am I being a little too far off on this? Am I giving the young man too much credit, or am I taking away too much credit from the manager? Because I kind of understand where the manager coming from. If you can't just make separate schedules for everybody, you got to make sure all the schedules overlap and you got workers at all times. But if you're going to be hiring high school students who are doing things, you're going to have to figure out a way to accommodate. That's just my opinion. And that's about all I have today, fam. And so, thanks for sitting here and waiting with me while I wait in the truck for Peggy. Hey, what's going on, fam?
Hey, family.
Coming to you from inside of Sam's Wholesale Club. You know, I wanted to make sure I come in with Peggy today, make sure she got everything she needed for the house and everything. I went shopping the other day at Kroger, and I saw my Popeyes Marie calendars. They cost $3 something a piece. And so I realized how big a bargain it was to get an 8-pack for $12. So what's that, $1.50 a piece, half price? That's my new favorite spot. I'm gonna grab a few more things and just helping out.
Thank you for your help.
You know, y'all
I
know.
appreciate it.
I do what I can for y'all.
I appreciate it.
Y'all know I hate coming into grocery stores. Oh my goodness. But all right, fam, we'll see you in a little bit.